Let's do some plant chores. So I only have a few things to get done today, but I thought we could do it together. So on the docket, I'm setting up a lamp stand DIY. Well, it's not really DIY, but I'm repurposing a lamp stand as a hanging planter. And I have to water some plants. I don't know, I don't think you can see it on screen, but I have a Rhaphidophora plant that's very, very sad that I'm gonna chop up and start fresh with. I'll get into that once we get going on it, onto what happened with this plant. Oops. And then I have a little variegated Maranta living in my IKEA cabinet that I forgot about for a long time, and it almost died. So now I need to clean it up. Easy peasy, right? So if you have any plant chores, then maybe do them with me. We can hang out and do plant chores together. It'll be so fun. Okay, let's go. So lately I'm figuring out that my plants are drying out significantly more quickly because, oh, my chickens got really loud. Because it is warming up, I'm keeping the windows open, so everything's just drying out so fast. I'm having to water like every few days, it feels like. Okay, maybe it's not every few days, but pretty frequently compared to during the winter time, which is actually really fun and nice. I'm not as concerned about overwatering my plants at this point. I feel like I would have to do a lot for them to be overwatered right now. Okay, whew, I got them watered. I know it's spring not only because my plants are drying out more quickly and just shooting off like crazy growth all of a sudden, but I am feeling more motivated, and that's the surefire sign, honestly. All of a sudden the sun comes out, the days get longer, and I'm like zipping around my house, baking bread. I bake like 4 loaves of bread a week, water all my plants, move more plants up here because I want to have stuff to take care of. I actually clean my house. Yeah, it's spring, moral of the story, you know? I have laundry folded on my couch. It is laundry past few days. But yes, I'm gonna go get the lamp and bring it up here. This right here is a very inexpensive lamp Ryan and I bought like 6 years ago when we lived together for the first time in our first 300 square foot studio apartment. And we've just kept it ever since. Oh, are there spiders in here? No, just dusty as crap. I don't think we're gonna use it as a lamp anymore. Thought that maybe I could use it. It's a little bit wobbly. I thought maybe I could use it as a hanging planter. Yeah, I need to wipe it off first because it's a little caca. Let me get something to wipe it off. I'm hoping it'll work out really well. I need to spray it off. It is very doity, dusty. Because like I said, it's been living in our storage spaces and basement for quite some time now. I think that at some point I'm going to probably do something to spruce it up a little bit so it's not just like looks like a lamp, you know? I think I'm gonna, I don't know, do a little DIY to it or something, but I just am not sure what yet. And I think I kind of want to like have it living in different places in my house to see where I like it the best, and then I'll do something based on where it fits best, where it looks the best or whatever. Do you want to see how dusty this is? Oh, I don't even know if it's picking up. Honestly, maybe this is a terrible idea. I don't know, I'm gonna take out this light bulb. I think this might be a terrible idea, but it also might be a brilliant idea. We'll see. That's where the spiders are living. I think they're dead. I think that that's it right there. What do you think? Is that a spidey? Poor little spidey. I'm not really afraid of spiders, but right now I'm feeling a little scared. I don't know why, because spiders really don't freak me out. Especially any of you that follow me on Instagram already know I'm always like picking up spiders and stuff, but if I can't see them, they kind of creep me out a little bit. And I have the feeling a spider is still living in this lamp. Oh well, at least it'll protect my plant from pests, right? Like I said, laundry day, so ignore the laundry, but oh, and you know, I don't even have an excuse for this. I don't. There are 2 spaces I am considering putting the lamp. I'm considering right here. Yes, that is spot number 1. The lighting is terrible. It's like leaning. So now I'm a little concerned that the plant I was planning to put in it is not going to work. The second spot I was considering is right here. Oh wow, it is leaning a lot. Why is it leaning so much? Guys, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh wait, I have to tighten it. I guess if you twist this, then it loosens. So that's why it was leaning. That was user error. You know, I think I like it over here better. Let's try it one more time. Right there. What do you think? Dude, I think that's where it's gonna live. So here's the dilemma. The plant I wanted to put here, I'll show it to you. This beauty, this Hoya pubicalyx. You know what? Maybe it will work. But it's a little bit big. And I don't know. Oh, that seems a little too top heavy. Yeah, for sure top heavy. Maybe I need to chop it up. It is a little bit top heavy. This mess is a little bit wild, so I'm gonna cut all of this off. Clearly the plant's growing just fine, so I am not worried about cutting these things that just aren't shooting out leaves, these runners, tendrils, whatever they are. I can always propagate these cuts. I don't think I'm going to, but I could. I definitely could. It's always an option. Wow. I need to repot this probably, huh? Wouldn't you say? But I think this will make it look a lot better size for this situation. And normally, if you're wanting your Hoyas to grow, you shouldn't cut these long tendrils, but clearly this one's growing just fine because actually leaves form out of them. So like they'll shoot out these runners and cling onto things and climb up them and find somewhere suitable for growing leaves, and then it'll shoot out a bunch of leaves. So that's how these babies go. A lot of people don't know that, and they actually end up chopping these things off of their plant, and that'll actually make it so your plant probably will have a harder time growing. So just so you know. Wow, look at that. I don't love all of these little roots that we're clinging onto everything, but I do love how the vines are, I don't even know if you can see, are like twisted around one another. I love when Hoya plants do that. I think it's really cool. Oh, this looks so much better already. And this is the same Hoya plant I've shown on my channel a lot of times. It's just grown so much. So this is definitely one I recommend, especially if you're a beginner Hoya person. This one is excellent, really easy. Alrighty then. How does that look? What do you guys think? That's cute. Okay, let's move her back. Oh gosh. Maybe I need to twist it because it's kind of leaning. I don't know what I think. It's a little wild. You know what? I actually don't like it, so I'm gonna go put this back down in my grow tent and try something else. So I actually think this is gonna be the perfect plant. This is a Scindapsus satin jade or jade satin. I don't know which order it goes in. It is growing wild. If you've ever bought a jade satin Scindapsus from the Foliage Fix, then this is its mother plant. So yeah, it has grown a lot. I'm constantly taking cuttings from this thing, and I mean, look at those roots. Wow, so I think this is gonna be a good option to go right there. It was kind of outgrowing the shelf it was living on in the grow tent. Oh, I do think, oh wait, I have a thing. So I have this dish. Can you see that I'm gonna put in it to help with watering to make it a little bit easier? Just stick it in there in the middle. Wow, easy as that, huh? Oh, this is definitely the move. Cute. Well, it kind of looks weird. Oh, it's a little bit wobbly. Oh, because it's, but I do think once it like fills in a little bit more, grows into this spot, it's going to look so nice. It'll be perfect, I'm telling you. Oh, I love it. Oh, what do you think? I think it looks really good. That's cute. Okay, I like it. Okay, next up is to chop up this little Rhaphidophora. Maybe I'll put it on the high chair. What happened with this, it's been living in my bathroom for a year. Oh, there's sourdough start on my hand. This was living in my main bathroom, mine and Ryan's bathroom, for about a year now, and have to be honest, I forgot to water it a few times, And as you can see, it is now browning from the base up, which means it has root rot. I think it got root rot because I was severely underwatering it. And that's kind of something that can happen. I don't think it's really like talked about too much, but if you underwater your plant and then water it like normal, the roots can become really, really weak, like from the underwatering. They can not be able to absorb water as well, or like function really in whatever way as well. So your plant can get rot a lot more quickly. So that's why it's important to not underwater your plant too much. I know like we all do it sometimes. I definitely err on the side of underwatering as opposed to overwatering, but there is definitely a limit to that. Like you still need to be watering your plant or it's going to rot when you do start watering it. Let me know if that's something any of you have experienced. And I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna pull this out of the pot. This is a propagation I already put in here. Wow, this is a cute little propagation. Wow. I'm just gonna stick these in water for the time being because as you can see, well, maybe you'll be able to see, the stem is very wrinkled, and that's because all of the roots have rotted off and it was not able to absorb water the last few times I tried to get water to it. Chop this up and then stick it in a bowl of water for probably the rest of tonight so that it can really suck up some water, and then I can go ahead and put it in a propagation bin or, you know, wherever I want to put it for it to regrow. Leave this as one piece because these leaves up here look really awesome. So I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to chop up each of these individual nodes and grow these separately. Well, not separately, but grow them as individual little cuts instead of just one long stem. Really, I think I've said it before, but it's better to propagate a well-watered plant, but clearly I cannot like rehydrate this plant because all of the roots. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. That is some terrible root rot. All of the roots are gone. Oops. See, like, you know what? No matter how long you keep plants, mistakes can be made, and it's fine because now we have all of these little cuttings that we're gonna be able to grow into new plants. And honestly, I wanted my Rhaphidophora to be more full anyway, so this is how we're gonna do that. Now, let me show you what I'm gonna do. I've got this little dish that I put just some tap water in, and I'm going to put all these little cuts in it to rehydrate, to hopefully rehydrate, we'll see. And I'm gonna leave them in here as long as I need to until they start looking a little less wrinkled. I'll show you up close what they're kind of looking like again as they're sitting in this water. But yeah, once they're looking less wrinkled, I will take them out and do something with them. I'm actually doing it for a full video, so stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna show you the complete process in this vlog, of course, because this is really all I'm going to be doing today. But yes, this is the situation right now. Let me show you up close. Well, I'll pick it up and show you. Wow, just shoved in there, no real rhyme or reason. Okay, so you can really see right here. Oh, there we go. It's all wrinkled. Wow, and they're all wrinkly like that. So once they're no longer wrinkly, then I will move on, and stay tuned for the video to see all about that. Okay, and last up, this actually has been really easy today. I got a lot more done a lot more quickly than I thought. I'm gonna be taking care of this, which is a variegated, I just tried to pull it out of here and I pulled it out of the pot. It's living in a terracotta inside of this cover pot. Wow, that's amazing. It looks like it's growing little potatoes, little rhizomes, I think is what they're called, but they look like little baby potatoes. Just kidding, don't eat them, don't eat them. But this is a propagation of some variegated Maranta cuttings I've taken. And as you can see, I forgot to water it. And by forgot, I just honestly couldn't like mentally handle it during the winter. I was very overwhelmed with the new baby and taking care of everything. My mind was just too many places. I neglected a whole bunch of my plants, but as you can see, even though I neglected my plants, like the Rhaphidophora and this, like it's salvageable, you know, and plants want to survive. So we're gonna let it survive. I thought it was completely dead, and then out of nowhere, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna water it and see what happens. Out of nowhere, it just popped out this fresh green growth down through the center. So all I'm gonna do is pull out all of these dead little bits. And I'm like so pleased with this plant. I totally thought it was going to die, and I had come to terms with the fact that it was going to die. It made me really sad because this is a variety I quite enjoy. I think it's really pretty. And like, I know it doesn't show right now. It looks like a very difficult plant because mine is dead, but it totally was just me. It's not the plant's fault at all. It's not finicky at all, in my opinion, as far as Maranta go. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm just really glad that it decided to stick around for me. And the roots look really great. It looks really great. Okay, so yeah, that's what we have. Let me show you. Wow. That's amazing, huh? Plants are so cool. Like, okay, the variegation isn't very strong on this, but you can see on a few of the leaves it is there. And I love it a lot, how it gets like the whitish yellowish, the yellowish lime greenish, and then like hot pink spots where it overlaps on the dark circles. I don't know what anything is called. And look, a little bloom. It's probably doing that just in case I'm gonna kill it again. But it is a really cool one. I'm glad that it is going to pull through for me. What a good little plant, you know? And then it's gonna live right back in there. Isn't that something? I am feeling very happy right now. Cleaning all of this up made me feel like significantly less overwhelmed. And I don't feel overwhelmed right now, honestly, but for some reason, this plant has been in the back of my mind for obvious reasons. But that just lifted a weight that has been there probably since October. Thank you, thank you. I promise I won't neglect you anymore. I swear, I promise, I promise. I gotta throw away the little bits. Wow, we're done. Wow, you're a little ski-wampus there, little ski-wampus little camera. So I'm feeling very pleased with everything I accomplished. It was only 4 things, but those 4 things, as simple as they seemed in this video, have been weighing on my brain nut for a long, long time. So I'm happy to finally have them accomplished. Isn't it weird how our brain makes, well, maybe your brain doesn't, some of our brains make things that are so simple, like everything I did in this video, seem like more than it is. Like it's too much to handle when really it took like 40 minutes, an hour max. Like, it's wild. But yeah, that is everything I wanted to get done today. I hope you got a lot accomplished, or you enjoyed watching this video, or learned something, or something good from watching this video. And I appreciate you watching it. That is it for this video, and I will see you in my next one.